What is up, guys? HCMcEwen here, and today I'm doing another FIFA video, as I quite enjoy doing these kind of videos. And basically today, as you can see from the title, is the best shooters in FIFA. As I prefer doing it this way, I've done it in every position rather than just the 11 best shooters, because that's quite boring. So you've got the best shooting defenders, midfielders and strikers. But anyway, let's get into the video. So, in goal, basically, I've just put in Barry Richards again, as, you know, I love him now, he's like my best friend, he's in every team I do, so, you might as well put him in again. He's probably scored at least one goal in his life, he's like 50 million years old now, so he's got to have scored once. As for the website I use to find, like, these stats, and obviously, like, so I can compress the numbers down, the goalkeeper one just doesn't really work. They only use card stats, so that it kind of fucks it up, and it ends up using like his handling or something like that for shooting, which I don't want to use. So I just put Barry in there, as you know what, he might as well come back for his like 15 so far. But yeah, not too much on the goalkeeper. Onto the defense. So in defense we have Carlos, Alaba, Bodmar, and Dani Alves. Obviously I'm using informers because they're the best shooting on the defenders in the game. So basically we have Carlos, who is the best, who has 81 shooting, which is quite expected really, as he was amazing at shooting. He could score free kicks and just long range shots. He was amazing really, and he obviously deserves that higher shooting rating. David Alaba, who he scored a really good goal against Arsenal, which really annoyed me, but it was such a good goal and you can't fault him for it. His shooting is really good, and because he's centre back, he fits nicely in this team. I think 75 shooting. Next team is Bodmar. I've never seen this guy play before, but he has 80 shooting, which is like joint second most, which is ridiculous for a centre back. Well, I think he might have been a centre mid, moved down into a centre back, but it doesn't matter. He's centre back, so 80 shooting is ridiculous. And then on the right we have obviously Dani Alves. He's team of the year, so his shooting's been buffed completely. But yeah, he's got 80 shooting as well, and obviously that means in defence the worst shooting you'd have is 75, which is mad. Long range shots for days basically. But yeah, that is all for the defence. Move on to the midfield. So in midfield I've gone with none other than Messi and Ronaldo, as basically I didn't really want to put them up front because they're not actually strikers, and in the 4-4-2 I do, which I know I could have changed to 4-3-3, but oh well, we're keeping it at 4-4-2 for now. And Messi and Ronaldo will just have to slot on the wings, as they basically are doing anyway. You could put them left mid or right mid if you really wanted to, with position change cards. But anyway, Ronaldo has 98, and I'm pretty sure Messi has 99. Probably he's a 99 rated, so he's got to have 99 shooting. And the two centre mids, which this surprised me a little bit, as I thought they might be higher shooting somewhere. But obviously, if you think about it, the team of the year players you got in aren't like immense shooters. Obviously, De Bruyne and Littman have both got 87 shooting, which is obviously amazing for a centre mid. Obviously, I know they're both cams, but centre mids, that is really good shooting, so you can't really say much. But obviously, again, it goes perfectly on the defence because you're going to get so many goals. Obviously, if you think about it, so the worst shooting in midfield is 87, and then obviously you still got the strikers to bloody come. And some teams you don't even get 87 shooting on the two pairs of strikers. But yeah, if I had enough money to make this thing, I probably would actually. This probably be so fun to play with. It's ridiculous. Like, even if you change maybe like De Bruyne or Littman for like Matthias and CDM, as obviously I know you gotta have a lot of money for this, but that'd be so sick to do. And then obviously now let's move on to the strikers and the final part of this team. And finally, in the best shooters, which these are the two you want to like see, because you have the two strikers who are going to have the best shooting. And surprisingly, obviously, in this team, it's not the best shooting, because obviously you have the two best players in the world on the left and right mids. But you have the two best actual strikers, which are Ibra and Suarez. And I'm sorry to all those Van Basten mega fans out there, as he also has 94 shooting, the same as Inform Suarez and Inform Ibra. I think it's Inform, it might be man of the match Ibra, but it doesn't matter. And he has 94 as well, which obviously means he could be up there as well. But I've just put these two as these are informs, and obviously Suarez is 95, so if he's had that many informs, then he deserves to be in here. But yeah, they both have 94. They're both obviously not that fast, so obviously, to be fair, you could be better off playing Messi and Ronaldo up front anyway, as that probably do you better. So obviously, I know like this FIFA isn't as much about sprint and speed, or it might have changed. I haven't played it a lot really, but it might have changed. But if it is still before, as much as it's not about speed, it is a little bit. Like, you need that little burst of pace to get away, just in case you're getting caught up. And Messi and Ronaldo will definitely give that to you. But yeah, anyway, this team is so good looking. Like, that is definitely a 10 out of 10. But obviously, excuse the goalkeeper, as Barry just had to join the team. Obviously, we didn't know what the goalkeeper who had the best shooting from goalkeeper wise, but we just chucked Barry in there, and I'm sure with these players ahead of him, he wouldn't really have to worry that much either. 76 chemistry I've managed to get, which is ridiculous. Obviously, there is 2 legends which probably pull it up massively, but that doesn't matter. We don't care about that. We have obviously 90 rated teams. Obviously, I know that it is best shooters and you can get higher than that, obviously, but this is probably a sick team to play with, and I definitely enjoyed doing it. Also, even just buying any of these players, especially the defenders, I'd love to like bring out the ball from the halfway line of Alaba and just bang it, and obviously think no, have like a big chance of it going in because it's like shooting with just normal Pogba. But yeah, all these players are mad. They're all sick, and obviously I haven't really used any of them apart from FUT drafts, and they've obviously have all been good. But obviously FUT drafts are a bit different to normal Ultimate Team. But yeah, anyway, that's obviously it for this team. Also, I can't really say much else about it. They're just the best shooters in the game in their positions. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously I enjoy making it, and if you do, leave a like, as obviously that lets me know that you do like this video. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you in the next video.